Hello, I'm Sam Collins, editor for Adult Age Level Bridges Curriculum. This quarter, titled God's Wisdom, features wisdom taken from the Old Testament and from the New Testament teachings of Jesus. As we look at the world around us, it may sometimes appear that the rarest commodity in the cosmos is wisdom. For the lack of wisdom, nations barge into imprudent wars that decimate lives. Because of a paucity of prudent judgment, men and women, both young and old, make choices that ruin their health, wreck their relationships, and estrange them from the God who loves them. The 8 lessons of Unit 1 make use of the wisdom literature of the Old Testament, including material from Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon. The wisdom literature of the Old Testament is focused on practical wisdom to aid readers in the daily living of life. Born of a tradition of instruction that encourages godly living, it extols wisdom as precious, something that all human beings should seek. Wisdom, however, is not a possession to be sought in order to control or dominate others. Rather, it emanates from God and sets its possessor on a path of humble faithfulness before the Lord. The wisdom of the Old Testament does not promise a perfect or trouble-free existence. However, what it does do is point us to a wise way of life that can help us avoid many of life's pitfalls. The second unit of the fall quarter has 5 sessions, all taken from Matthew chapters 5 and 6. These lessons use portions of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount and share the Lord's wisdom regarding living, forgiving, trusting, loving, and praying. Sometimes I think we've heard the words of Jesus so often that we begin to lose touch with how extraordinarily challenging and unlike conventional wisdom they really are. Jesus told us to love our enemies. Jesus said that the meek will inherit the earth. As you teach your students during this unit, encourage them to seriously wrestle with the radical, countercultural nature of our Lord's teaching. I pray that you and your students will embrace godly wisdom as you study together during this fall quarter. For if you do, you will discover a treasure that far too few seek and find. A life lived according to God's wisdom.